Hello everyone and welcome to World of Darkness News, the second one of 2024, and already we have a lot of things happening this January that I hope is going to bring you forward from the January darkness, if you do have a lot of darkness these days. If you don't, well, I'm a little bit jealous. We're slowly going out of the very dark period in Stockholm, Sweden. It is actually not super cold anymore. We do not have -14 anymore, fortunately, but vampires are slowly raising from torpor and realizing there's still a lot of dark to enjoy. And I hope that you will have a lot to enjoy from this news because, there's a lot of things that happened in the past week that are cool and fun. Starting, of course, with the new book that has landed on your digital, so far, tables. Let's go for it. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodstained Love is now available for early pre-order owners. So for those of you who do have a pre-order, you can still, of course, get it and get the PDF straight away if you want to have a physical copy to arrive to you in February. The general PDF release is going to happen in between now and the February physical release. So if you do not want to have a physical version, you will be able to purchase a PDF of Bloodstained Love soon. But for those of you who already own it, please let us know what you think about it. We got some first reviews, some first general impressions from the book, and we are very happy that there's a lot of people enjoying Bloodstained Love and everything that is in this book, which is quite deep in content. There is a lot of role-playing hooks, a lot of story hooks, a lot of role-playing advice and tools. This book, I would say, is less mechanically heavy and it's way more story heavy. It's way more inspirational for what you can use at the tables, especially, of course, if you like to weave the tales of love and romance. One thing for sure is that this book is not only for people who want to experience romantic themes themselves as characters, so people who want to get involved in romantic situations with other players or SPCs. There's a lot of stuff about this in the book, of course, but there's also plenty of things for people who want to calibrate this out and be on the spectator side, on the observing side. If you want to participate in political plots or in the inter-character plots of the SPCs having some romantic affairs and being very messy because of that, and you jumping in the role of trying to solve their problems, there's a lot of stuff like this in the book as well. And of course, there's also something really fun for me, something I always enjoy to see, and I feel like a lot of folks enjoy it as well. A lot of talk about clans and different clans, how they experience things and how they participate in these plots, and how you can use them in the game. How would they react in certain situations? Something that we had a lot of fun with was sharing example love letters or love messages, which you can get from different archetypical clan members in this book, and we shared some examples of that on our Instagram and other social media, and people were really into them. We actually had a vote on our Instagram on which message we would like to get the most. There was a very shy message from a Thin Blood, a very raunchy message from a Gangrel, a very official message from a Ventru, and a very poetic but also a little bit scary message from a Malkavian. And Malkavian was second, very close to be the top. People really love that Malkavian one, but Gangrel has won. It seems like people were the most into the Gangrel. There was a lot of people just sharing love for that raunchy Gangrel with us. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this book. Of course, there is a lot of things if you do not want to receive these letters as well in this book, but I want to know how you will use it at your tables. What do you think is fun about the Bloodstained Love, and what do you enjoy about it? The book is around 160 pages of content, from which, do keep in mind, only around 10-12 is mechanically driven, so like very dicey mechanics and things that you can use at the table which are not in other books. And I mean merits and flaws, discipline powers in that, and also tables to roll some things that may happen in the game. All the rest is about story inspirations, character inspirations, and things you can use at the table, advice for players as well as storytellers. So this is definitely more of an inspirational book for those of you who want to use these themes, and you are not missing out if you are specifically looking for powers to use at your table and to expand the mechanical part of Vampire the Masquerade. For that, I would probably suggest Blood Sidious more, because that's way more deep when it comes to the additional powers and things you can do strictly mechanically, while Bloodstained Love is more for that plot. So that is it. But also with Bloodstained Love, something else has released, and that's something I'm extremely happy to tell you about. And that is a brand new, completely free document you can download from worldofdarkness.com. You have to go to Community tab and then Free Assets. And what you will find in there, outside, of course, of a lot of free stuff we've shared already, is the Advice and Tools document for emotional roleplay called Bleed and How to Deal with It. This document actually has been extremely helpful for me myself in order to understand what the term means and what are its different sort of ways it showcases at the table. Some that are fun, some that are not fun and absolutely not wanted at any table or LARP, and something that you can use in your games, whether digital, physical, with your close friends, with your distant friends, with people you have no idea about on conventions, for example, and different tools of calibrating how to play and how to use emotions both as a storyteller and as a player in order to have fun, don't cross the boundaries, and be more safer and just more like fun to other people at your table, really. So that's what this doc is all about, and it's 9 pages filled with advice and content, and also example situations of what may happen, what you might do in these situations in order to have better time and to make everyone at the table have a better time, as well as resources on where to search for more information. So there's also at the very end of the document you can find a lot of links and places where you can go to, for example, the original page which coined the term bleed, and then other pages which give you more safety tools and more stuff to use. This is not to be used on its own per se. I really recommend to first check out the advice for considerate roleplay from Vampire Core Book. I feel like that's a very good start. Or if you do not have the core book, if you want to use it with some other IPs or some other RPGs, just check out stuff on safety tools. There are a lot of safety tools mentioned in this document, and if you want to check out more about the OK check-in system, lines and veils and similar, then that's all available online. So first learn about the safety tools and then check out more in this document about bleed and emotional roleplay, which I think is just very useful and very fun. And this is also something which you may feel like after you read it, hey, I know these things, it's fine, I'm good. But we all experience this in stronger or lesser forms. Sometimes it's all good and we just don't even notice it because, hey, I rolled a good roll and I'm just very happy that I rolled a good roll. Or storyteller is weaving a very scary tale and I am scared, like I would watch a horror movie or play a horror game. And, we do not have a need to name it. Sometimes these emotions get a little bit stronger, and then I think it's really good to be able to name them. And also, it's a document which is cool to push towards other players and to people who might be playing with you in the future, or maybe played with you in the past, and you want to be like, hey, you know what? Let's check it out. If any of this happens, let me know. Let's talk about it. And let's make sure that this is a topic on our session 0 or maybe on the wind down between the sessions. Just something to talk about. I always say that it's great, that in Vampire the Masquerade and other role-playing games, we can explore whatever topics we want, we can play whatever characters we want, we can play really evil creatures, but first of all, we gotta talk to each other because people are more important than the game. And people at your table and their fun is more important than weaving a dark story of horror and terror, So make sure to talk make sure to push the safety tools and documents towards your players to check out at their spare time if they have it, to just have more fun and enjoy the game a little bit more with folks. And also, if you are playing with strangers in the future, this might be also a very good doc with some advice on how to calibrate this experience to make it safe in situations where you're not really sure who you are playing with. And that's always important in potentially emotionally sensitive situations, such as role-playing. So yeah, I hope that you will enjoy it. Please let us know if this one is useful for you. If you have any questions, this is a document that we would love to, in the future, maybe incorporate more into our books and just use it more. So yeah, let us know. Thank you so much for reading it and for checking out Bloodstained Love and this doc this week. Let's check out more news. And this one goes to Bloodlines 2 team, who has awakened from the Christmas slumber. Of course, they were working a lot around the holiday period, but they're back with the Dev Diary schedule, as promised. Something that I really like about them is that we always kind of know what's going to come next. And when something is promised, it's coming. Like, it's really fun that you can see how every single time, you know, there's going to be Dev Diary and there's Dev Diary, and we know what to anticipate next. So I can, for example, tell you right now what you can anticipate next after this one, and that is, of course, the extended gameplay that was promised for January. We're waiting for that drop to show. We are, of course, going to tell you where to watch it and when, and this is coming next. But this Dev Diary is continuing the sort of the tradition right now that the Chinese room has continued, in which they take various people from their team that are responsible for various things in order to give you a little bit more of a deeper dive on how development of the game works. This one is very technical. It goes into the depth of how the technical design behind the quests works and behind the narrative. So how the quests are technically done, and how the dialogue narratives and branching narratives are technically done in order for them to be easily, you know, moved around, edited, make sure that they work in the game and they work in this big span of quests, which of course it might be nice for a designer to note them down in a notepad somewhere and be like, okay, you have this quest now and this quest next, but then a lot of people have to work from that, so you have to have a structure. This Dev Diary talks a lot about the structure, which is fascinating from a game development perspective, and how this technical narrative design evolves in time and how it changes depending on a team to team. So for those of you who are more interested in that deeper game development, this is definitely something to read. If you are less into dry technical information about the game development and you just want to see the game, which is absolutely understandable, then this month is going to bring us extended gameplay, and it's going to come in January. So we're looking forward for the date and for the details about that, and we are definitely going to cover it here on the stream once it happens. So yeah, do anticipate a big update from Bloodlines 2 team this month, and we're going to go on to the year full of more reveals and more information about the game and footage from the game going out. So I am very excited to bring you all of this here and watch it with you and have fun with it. And speaking of video games, let's talk about one more. And that is Vampire the Masquerade Justice, which has announced that it's releasing on SteamVR on February 6th. For those of you who do not own PSVR or MetaQuest and want to play on Steam instead, you will be able to play it in February. And also have additional information which may not be here on this nice screen around me because it's very last minute, but I want to congratulate Fast Travel Games and their game Vampire the Masquerade Justice for official nomination to DICE Award for the best immersive reality game of the year. And the DICE Awards are being given next month, so we'll know whether Justice got the award next month. Cross your fingers for them, and of course congratulate them for the success, because that's a big award and a really cool nomination. And yeah, I'm really happy about the reviews and the general outpour of thumbs up to Vampire the Masquerade Justice. You can check out a lot of influencers who have played this game already on YouTube YouTube if you want to see the gameplay. Maybe if you don't own the VR just yet and just want to check out the story, I also recommend to check out some of the really cool YouTube videos from the game already. But yeah, this game is really fun to play, so check it out if you want this kind of a stealth, a little bit like VR Dishonored sort of a vibe in Venice, Italy, where you play as a Banu Hakim vampire investigating the local Hecata with the help of Nosferatu and some other really cool characters. All right, so that's it. I am going to be calling Hadi right now and seeing if we can talk a little bit more about what the community is up to. I hope that this week was as fun for you as it was for me, because I had a lot of fun with all of these news coming up. Let's see. Hello, Hadi. Hello, how you doing? Oh wait, now people can hear you. For a second, they couldn't hear your hello, so you have to say.
That's
hello
all right.
again.
They don't need to hear me. Hello.
Hello. How are you doing, and why are you so beautiful? This is illegal, and
okay. If we're gonna start this, why are you so stunning and funny and the best memer?
No.
Empire toaster.
No, you.
That has ever unlived.
This is also not fair, because I cannot use the GIF with the cards here, because I have no GIFs. So that's not fair. That's just not fair.
That is unfair, yeah.
No. All right, let's get to this beautiful board of madness, starting with Lady Eve.
Yes. So we love Lady Eve here, posted their stuff a lot. But this is sort of, they're showcasing a lot of their old cosplays. And I love when artists or cosplayers do this, where they show like where they were and where they are now. And Eve does absolutely stunning stuff now. And not that this isn't stunning, but you can just see the evolution to where they are now. And this is them cosplaying Lucita de Aragon, which is one of my favorite characters in Vampire the Masquerade.
I just want to say that I've seen a lot of cosplays of Lady Eve in the past, from Malkavian characters to other, like there's been a lot of really cool stuff. And I actually, seeing this picture, I felt guilty, because I realized I haven't seen Lady Eve in a while. Maybe it just wasn't feeding me, on my Instagram feed.
Probably,
and I just realized, oh my god, I missed that face. And I'm so happy to see more. This is great. Yeah. And of course, the staple colors, of the clan, and the general beautiful fashion.
The shadows around the finger that I really like.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, it weaves it around like from a very distance you could think that it's just hair, right? And then you zoom in and it's a shadow. It's really cool.
Like I'm a big huge fan of like Lucida de Aragon and Anatole and Sasha Vikos, like all those characters. Big, I can't help it. I fangirl over them.
Yeah, it's really cool. And of course, we love La Sombra here. So I want to say we love La Sombra, and I do, but I do have a friend who is playing La Sombra character and loves La Sombra. And he wrote to me the moment Bloodstained Love released, and he said that he was very sad. I was like, why? Because he Control F'd the PDF of Bloodstained Love, and La Sombra was mentioned twice. And both of these mentions was by La Sombra trying to sell La Sombra as great romantic partners.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can be honest. Huddy loves La Sombra, and that's it. But in terms of the people who work with the community, but La Sombra have, if you want to look at sort of like their description, they're the clan of ruthlessness. They're a little too busy being jerks to, have romance. Not that they don't have romance, but they have the priorities, right? The priorities are different.
I mean, at least the La Sombra in Bloodstained Love really tries to sell them. It's like,
yeah, really. I mean, yeah. I mean, if they're gonna do the romance, they're gonna go all the way.
I know, right? And speaking of going all the way, look at this Venture PC. And I added this little post-it note, as you probably noticed here, because I was like, oh my god, what's the artist? This is so cool. And I check out the comments, and it was actually a commission from the artist that is called say_A. And Pale in July is a person who owns this character. So that's, yeah, I just checked, because I was like, wow, this is such a cool style.
I have to address something in the comments. Jason is not a La Sombra stan. Jason's a Venture stan. I have to address, as a La Sombra, I have to address that.
I think he's a slightly La Sombra stan too.
I think Jason is La Sombra. And I think the Ventrue love is just a smokescreen, literally.
Some fighting words in there. You're lucky Jason is not in chat today.
Yeah, well,
Oh my goodness.
I'm not scared.
But I just want to say, if you throw a Vendra like this at me in a game and you expect me to not fall head over heels over that,
I would
then
expect you to play a venture like this in a game.
yes, as well. But like, holy damn! This actually like reminds me of there's one actor who looks like this. He plays
Don't ask me.
he played the young guy in Sweeney Todd. I don't know how he was called.
Oh, Jamie something. Yes.
Jamie.
He's in Sweeney Todd and the Twilight movies and
He's in Twilight?
Camelot. Yes, he's one of the Volturi in Twilight. Oops,
my
this is the wrong vampire show.
Oh, I noticed that my microphone has turned the volume down again. For some reason, every time I join this call,
Laura, Jamie Campbell Bauer. I knew it was Jamie.
Jamie Campbell Bauer.
Right.
Yeah, because
He's also a musician as
oh
well.
my goodness, I need to check him out. But
I
anyway,
liked it. I like him, obviously. I didn't know I knew that much about him.
and this outfit, also this color, just works so well. And yeah, I just beautiful, lovely, great. I'm sure he has no bad plans about using this gun. It's gonna be all good, all great.
No, and I'm expecting you now to base a character off of this, like the thing posted on Instagram the other day. Sorry, can't do anything. I saw a picture and now I have to write a whole character concept.
Yes, but also
I expect that from you.
Yes, but I wouldn't steal someone else's OC. Like
No. Just seeing it.
Just base. I know.
And you already started. You already started making idea. Not afraid to use the gun. You already started. So finish it.
Family, do remember there's a golden rule in the world of OC owners: do not steal people's OCs.
Yeah, do not. No.
But which is like, you know, like you can have a similar idea and stuff, but there are people who are sometimes like, oh wow, this character is great, I'm going to play it in my next campaign. Like, this is my character. So,
absolutely. Yes, never occurred to me.
Yeah, I've seen that happening multiple times, like with video game characters too. Like people basically.
As a storyteller, I have 600 NPCs living in my head at all times, so it's never occurred to me.
Same. And we have Van City by Night. Do you have any preparation word for that?
I think I put this up because I have recently, after 4 years of not playing Vampire, and in that 4 years only having played Vampire one time, I have come to learn how sometimes you forget what's on your character sheet. A lot, and it happens to me a lot. Whereas when I'm a storyteller, I'm like, I got everything. I'm like, you know, some person in an 80s movie at the computer where they, you know, tons of monitors and computers and they're controlling everything. But when I'm a player, I feel really dumb. So this made me laugh because it's very relatable.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, let's do it. Wait, I muted it again.
How smart am I? I forget. Someone tell me how smart I am.
You have intelligence 3.
You're super smart.
That's really good.
How smart am I? I forget.
How smart am I? And it's such a relatable question because they'll ask me to roll a roll that I don't normally roll, and I'll be like, do I have dice in that? Do I have dots in that?
This is great. I love it, and I really like how this particular one was. Am I smart? Am I smart?
Because sometimes you make your character and you really know it, and then you played a few sessions and you forget everything dots that you put in everything.
Yes,
you forget.
They also have this thing where you are what's the word in English? Hesitant. For making characters that are, let's say, smarter than you yourself, because you're like, I'm not able to roleplay this.
I'm a Virgo, so I already have like an overinflated idea of how intelligent I am. So no, I'm so sorry.
I'm going to write intelligence 4. No, there's no way I cannot play a character like this.
No, so I like when we did Hunter's Garage, I made Goldie a lot like less intelligent than I think I am. I don't know. That's terrible. Move on. Let's move on.
I'm always like, I'm trying to roleplay characters that are more charismatic than I am, and smarter than I am, and stronger than I am. This is not going to go well. Can I even do that?
I have a really inflated sense of how smart and charismatic I am, so I can't relate. I'm so sorry. If anything, I make my characters not as smart and like quieter than I am in real life.
No, because that's the thing. I thought that I was doing this once when I made my Finnblot, who is a complete mess and like he's random. But then I realized I relate to him so much.
Your thin blood. I love that you posted the thin blood mess thing the other day. I love that so much.
Anyway, we go to Crowned in Marigolds. What a beautiful nickname. Holy damn.
Right.
Yes.
So this came across my Tumblr feed by accident, and I'm like, yoink. So another extremely fun commission for Faith Stark, their Toreador music star Pulse, aka Malachi. All of those kiss marks are from me. I love drawing him so much, and I love that. It was so cute.
Oh
I
my
feel like it's something you
goodness.
would do.
That's so cute. It's adorable. I love this character. Just like enjoying the time with all of the kisses. Also, imagine how much you would have to kiss someone to reapply the lipstick 3 times in different colors. Like, I'm just saying. Right? Because there's
Yeah.
like pink, there's violets, and
Well,
there's like
yeah. So you give them all the kisses till your lipstick is totally, and then you reapply the lipstick, and then go back and then just do it one more time.
Yes, exactly. Beautiful, beautiful. Love the like even the little pastel background and the colors and just gorgeous, gorgeous. And
Gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Turning Scottish over here.
I don't know where it came from. We go for another beautiful thing, which is from Nat X Sandoval. Wow.
We stand by the Camarilla now and forever, and that's dedication.
It is a dedication. I am a little bit judgmental.
I know.
But also,
I know.
But also, I have to admit, I would probably get the same tattoo just because Camarilla Ankh is my favorite Ankh. And I just love how it looks like. It's so slim and slick, and it's beautiful.
And we still someday will come on here and we'll be able to say that you have a VTM tattoo someday.
That we both will have a VTM.
I can't get. I've like really terrible allergic my skin. I can't.
Okay.
I don't want to risk it and lose an arm or something.
Can you? Is it also allergic to like temporary tattoos?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I just don't even bother.
Yeah, it's probably not safe to try then, because we have a lot of temporary tattoos from Bloodlines.
I'll let you doodle on me with a Sharpie or something. How about that?
I mean, Sharpie probably is worse because you would have to scrape it off, and temporary tattoos just go off. So
that's fine.
I don't know. Well, maybe one day. We'll see. We'll see. Now we have Crafty Mirage. Katif, any word of introduction?
No, just I love Katif a lot, like so much.
Okay, check it out.
You consider me a friend?
Sure, what else would I consider you?
I don't know. An embarrassment, a way to rebel against your parents, a desperate cry for help. The list is endless.
Aww.
Yeah.
Consider me a friend?
Sure, what else would I consider you?
I love Katif. I want to see more Katif art and character cosplays, please.
This is like so weird because I'm like, whenever I played with Katif, you know, I didn't play personally Katif, but whenever I see other Katif in game, they were usually very like proud of being Katif, or maybe it's just the characters I've met. Like they were like, oh, I'm Katif, I am embracing this, let's go. And I haven't like played much with Katifs that are very like, you know, hesitant and not very sure about themselves, and they're maybe like they are like that on the inside, but outside they're like, let's go.
I think it can swing either way. I think it just depends, maybe their personal background, whether they were embraced by another Katif that would have taught them to be proud of who they are, or it was, you know, another clan and they came out, you know, wrong. And please see my air quotations when I say this. You know, so it just depends.
That's fascinating.
Really.
I feel like
that's why I love them.
Yeah, there's a fascinating world of exploring Katif and playing more of them. I feel like this is one of the clans I still have to, I mean clans, non-clans, that I have to still play. And
more Katif, please.
More Katif, yeah. I'm into this. This is a really cool video. And now we go for L-A-M. Wait, Lambeling?
No. I
am by Ling Games.
I am either Biling Games or Billing Games.
I am Billing Games. Okay. Sorry,
this
L.
This one, love the art style, the two different art styles here. I love things like this where it's sort of a shocking thing at first, and then you have to, you know, figure out what's going on. And so it says vampire who just, and so this is just describing their character, right? Vampire who just staked 2 vampires, fought for her own life in an open grave, coterie member missing, near frenzy, watched brother die, he's fine now, got broken up with her situationship, 1.5 health.
Wow.
And I'm like, please write me a detailed summary of your chronicle, please.
This is so good. And it also reminds me of like a deep dream of mine because usually like when I play in tabletop role-playing games like Chronicles and stuff, I am the only artist around or the only person who is like unhinged enough to like draw stuff. And when I like say, hey, this is actually bleeding. I didn't know it's bleeding, right? But I bleed, right? And I experience intense emotional feelings during my gameplay that are super fun and consensual and like really great. And then I have to somehow wind down afterwards, right? I'm like, oh my god, I had so much fun in this scene. This was so cool. And I draw it, you know, that's my way of expressing it.
That's amazing.
And you know, it's kind of funny that I know because of like all the work in the past few months that it's actually bleed. I didn't know before.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But because of this, I you know, I am the one that spams everyone that I play with drawings. And then I kind of like have this dream to play with other people who have that, just because I would love to see like be surprised.
Like a collaboration
like
of art.
Yeah, but be surprised like after you finish a role-playing session, someone is like, holy fuck, I had so much fun playing this one. Here's a scene that I draw, you know, out of your character and mine. Like this happened to me a lot with like playing video games, right? And sharing this online. So people would like draw so what's happened in the game and stuff. And there was one person, I think it was Fang Z, who is sometimes in the chat in here, who did that for Vain Pursuit when we were doing.
Yes,
and I was just like,
yes.
oh my god, this is amazing! Like it's so good that someone put this on paper. This is how I imagined this, you know. So it's beautiful. And
it was that scene. If you know, you know.
yes, it was that scene. It was actually multiple scenes that they drew. So I've been like, I love that. It was such an amazing feeling, and I just want to say, if you have like an ounce of willingness to draw, you don't have to draw very well, but if you just end the session and you had so much fun and you're still kind of living the story, draw it and share it with your friends. They're going to love it. They're going to have so much fun with it, and it's just such a fun thing to share. And this just reminded me of it, and it's so beautiful. And I can imagine that people who played in this chronicle, after they saw this, they were like, screams and happiness. And yeah,
I don't have an ounce of artistic talent within me, but anyone, and I know you haven't, but maybe someday. But anyone in the chat, which there are people who have played with me, know that my sort of love language of games that I run is I make a Discord for it. And I don't just make a Discord that's like real. I really go hard into the Discord and make it, like, so they're living and can experience and understand and explore the world that we're going to be playing in. So I go pretty hard, and that's sort of what I do.
That's so cool. And someone in chat is also saying that their love language is doing playlists. Yes, same. I always make playlists.
I love when my players send me playlists. I love that.
Playlists and Pinterest boards. I make Pinterest boards for my characters, but I also make Pinterest boards for relationships they have with other characters. So I put my character X your character, and I do a Pinterest board with quotes, inspirational quotes, or like, memes. Like when, for example, my Salubri has a very love-hate kind of a relationship with their Finbot friend, who they really annoy each other a lot. So there's like a lot of memes of being annoyed with people in there, and like stuff like that in that board. And this really like inspires me to have more relationship with that character and like go deeper into it. It's super fun. Oh my goodness! All right, that's something I added. Because I fell in love.
Yes, I see it.
Also, I was actually very much on the fence on what to add, because, and I don't know, it's Viserys or Vicaris with the.
I'm pretty sure it's Viserys, because I think it's from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So I think it's Viserys. Yeah. So Viserys has just so much amazing Vampire the Masquerade art under Fred's profile.
If you remember during Vamptober, they were like cranking it out during Vamptober.
Yeah, and there's just so much. It's never ending, and I want to scroll and look. So it was super hard to choose one, but this one was just gorgeous, and I fell in love immediately.
I really enjoy their art style. It's very pretty.
Yeah, and I found them on Threads just because of a black and white, extremely quick sketch of a character with a rat. And I was like, wow, this is so fun. Such a quick, like, but you can immediately feel the character and what the character is about. And I looked forward. I was like, oh my goodness, there's so much good stuff in here. So yeah, Viserys, amazing work. And I just want to meet this character. So good. And of course, the Toreador, Phoenix.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
We all know you love Toreador.
I do love Toreador. I'm very basic,
Look, there's nothing basic about a Toreador.
I mean, I am embracing the basicness of liking Toreador. It's like
if a Toreador is basic, that is their aesthetic, and they have put so much effort and work into it.
Yes, I agree. And speaking of non-basic, look at this amazing shot of Paragon 0316 during a V5 session, I think. That's what's happening.
Yes, it is. Yeah, V5. You see the sheet stuff on there. When it's supposed to be a relaxing session and you turn it into a gut-wrenching, tear-filled one. Love these boys and this coterie more than I can describe.
Yes.
And I love Gamer on there. Also, I love the way that they are, their outfit and their whole vibe.
Yes.
I absolutely love it.
Have you noticed the nice little pin? That's oh my goodness, I just noticed the pendant. It's so cool. And also I think this is what they have on the desk. It's from Elderwood Academy. It's the box for rolling dice, I think. That's how I
do not know.
Like the thing sticking from the left. I think that's from the Elderwood, but I'm not sure. Anyway,
I trust you implicitly.
But I have to say that this picture looks great. Really cool setup for playing also with the character sheet on the tablet. I have to remember that and actually do this.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, write that down. Someone write that down.
That's smart. That's very
it's very smart.
It's a simple idea, but I wouldn't come up with it.
No, me neither. So like I said, I have an overinflated sense of my own intelligence.
I am proud intelligence too.
And actually, it's my dump stat.
No, my dump stat is strength, but I'm working on it. But intelligence is going to become my dump stat soon. But this is such a cool picture that just gives the vibe of stuff is happening in the session, and I love it. It's
as they say, the story never survives first contact with players.
Exactly. And now we go for Tsetsul, La Sombra.
Yep. So a meme, because we need a meme. Bruja clan waiting at the conclave of Prague. Yeah.
So stupid, but also so true. What can I say?
You are such a memer, and every time there's a meme, you're like stupid but hilarious.
But that's what I say about my own memes.
I know. That's why I'm saying it.
For those of you folks who want more Vampire the Masquerade memes, I do very much recommend you to follow Vampire the Masquerade on the Instagram. We are memeing a lot recently. a lot.
A bit, also known as a lot.
Yes. And now we go to Blank Body Podcast Camarilla. Let's check it out. Whoops.
All my notifications off, though. I decide when I want to look at my phone, not the other way around. I don't answer my texts. I don't do phone calls. I don't do FaceTimes. It's really just an avenue for me to go on TikTok.
Thought you would enjoy that.
That went in the direction that I wasn't expecting. Because I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I know I can always get you with these TikTok memes that are going around, because I know you're not on TikTok as much as I am.
No,
so it pleases me.
I am very late with TikTok because I have this.
I'm on TikTok all the time.
I
want to get in touch with me, that's where to do it.
I love it, but I go there once per 2 weeks or a week.
Yeah.
And then I suddenly have all of these notifications, and it's like tons of DMs from fellow family members who are sending me funny videos, and I just click at them, and I'm like, haha, funny, let me go and comment, and I see it's a video from 2 weeks ago, like, oh no. Or they sent me this message a month ago. But I always watch them. So if you send me something in the DM, I will watch it. It will just take me years eventually, but yeah. It's great. And this one, oh my goodness, that's the one that immediately drew my attention when I saw this board. Also from someone I love their art. There's so much good stuff that they're posting.
They post a lot of cool werewolf stuff too.
Yes, Asmish with the werewolf.
And I love the description here, or the caption here, tag you're it. Because I saw that and I said, could you imagine the absolute terror of a werewolf showing up and going, yeah, I mean, I know they're in Krynos form, so like speaking isn't easy,
Yeah.
but going like, tag you're it.
Oh no. Yeah,
Just filled me with absolute terror.
yes, absolutely. And it's just like I love this kind of a simple but not very like simplistic but not very simple, or simple but not very simplistic. I'm not sure what's the better way to put it.
I think both
Style,
work.
where you basically just use basic shapes and few lines to deliver a really strong message. I am scared of this picture. That's like,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't want to
scary.
read that in the middle of the night.
No.
Yes, and oh my goodness, I'm so happy you put it in here.
Yeah.
Olaf with the VampGen generator, which, by the way, Olaf wrote to me like a few days ago, like, hi, I made this. I don't know where to put it on our Discord. And I'm like, I have no idea either. So I think it's in Homebrew. You can find it there, but also just go to vampgen.com. I'm going to open it right now. Can I open it? I can open it, right?
Yeah, if you click the VampGen thing here at the bottom, and then open the link.
This is I'm going to it's a little bit not adjusted to my screen right now, but you can just click generate and it's going to generate you a character. I have a Bruja, the basherous, contration, and mischievous Camarilla Bruja con artist who likes their bane. I like it already. I can roll with this. Let's do another one. A controlling, creepy, and hot-headed Anarch Nosferatu hacker with a mortal lover.
I mean, how could you not love that?
All
When
right.
Olaf messaged me this, saying like, "Hey, look what I did," I was like, "Love you. You're the best."
Yes. A dangerous, grounded, and cool Camarilla caitiff architect diablerist. Very grounded.
Very grounded.
Love it. So yeah, you can check it out. Also, I have some gossip. I'm not sure if I can share it. I hope Olaf won't kill me. But I heard that Olaf is maybe potentially working on a werewolf version of this.
And Hunter.
Okay, gossip. So you will see more of that. This is so cool. Oh, I like this. A rebellious and grounded authority.
Look, Olaf is in the chat. Said Wolf Gen coming next week.
Hey, let's go. Sorry for showing your girls, Olaf. But
we love it a lot.
Yes,
like a lot.
So cool. So cool. All right. And now we have Lena General with my Tremere Lady. Oh my god.
This gave me like a LARP taking place like in the 80s. It gave me like, 80s big hair, heart music video vibes, and I love it. And also they are gorgeous.
Have you noticed how it doesn't look like it's on her hair, but then you have a little like horn in the shadow?
No, I didn't. Not until just now.
It's very Ministry, I gotta say.
It is, yeah.
But damn. I might be
I
falling.
I was like, am I a Tremere stan?
I might be falling for Tremere, which, and I am not feeling dirty for some reason. I don't know what's going on with me.
We all know. You can keep the masquerade up if you want, but we all know.
I don't know what's up with me, but I'm a sucker for like 80s hair. Like I might have like the shortest hair possible, but when I see other people, I'm like, I stan your 80s hair. I love this. I just want this for you. It's so good.
I love this for you and I want this for me.
All right, and then we have one of my favorite TikTok memers, which is Vin. I just laughed so hard at the TikTok today that I saw, but it wasn't this one. It was again something from 2 months ago. What was it? I don't remember. But yeah, it's just like full of memes. It's amazing. But let's check it out. I think we're alone. Every nose in 5 mile radius.
Got your ass.
Got your ass.
Got your ass.
Yes, exactly. You're never really alone. And every time you will say these words, I think we're alone in a session with a storyteller like myself or Hadi or Jason or most storytellers I know in Vampire the Masquerade. You are not alone.
And this is probably bad since Vin is in the chat, but every time they are having a conversation, they may notice that I'm rolling a dice. I'm just rolling to see if anyone's listening and who.
Ooh.
Unless that, if they don't tell me they're taking any sort of precaution. I couldn't do that with my first game because I had a Ravnos who had Cryptolect, and they would constantly say, "We're speaking in Cryptolect," and I was like, "Well, I can't do it then." But
Damn.
no Ravnos in this game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Josh is too smart.
You evil storyteller, you.
No.
With your plots and your games. And
No. No.
And now we go to Storyteller's Vault Touchstones. All right. So this is actually Reach Out and Touch. Oh, wow. This is a Depeche Mode reference. I love this band. It's so good.
It took you like 0.3 seconds to notice that, and I was going to see if you did, but okay.
Listen, this is like a very, very obscure outsider lore, but I am a sister to like Depeche Head. I'm like, my brother is literally like going on every Depeche Mode concert he can in like Europe. Like he just travels to see them everywhere. Like we had Depeche Mode playing like almost like exclusively on my wedding because my brother said so. It was great. I love that.
It's amazing.
so yeah, that's an obscure lore. I grew up.
That's a little outstar deep lore for you.
Yeah, no, I love Depeche Head. They're really good. Depeche Mode. Jesus, I just Depeche Heads. I just said.
Well, you were saying Depeche Mode Head, so.
Depeche Mode Head, yes, exactly. Depeche Mode Head. Yeah, let's go. What can you read me the description?
Yeah. Designed for the 5th edition of Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to choke a little bit. This book focuses on touchstones, mortal friends, and acquaintances who embody and represent the mortal world, helping to ground the supernatural being, preventing their unnatural, bestial natures from taking over. It also says it might include some useful advice in Werewolf the Apocalypse. This product includes advice on using and creating touchstones, advice for storytellers and incorporating touchstones into a story, alternate forms of touchstones that are not moral humans, new merits and options related to touchstones, and a list of 50 quick touchstone concepts, which, is something similar that's in the core book.
I feel like this there's a typo here, and I feel like they were trying to say mortal humans.
No. Moral. So
okay.
Yes. So this immediately, and because I play with a lot of different people, and sometimes I get the question of like, well, my conviction has to be something good so it can match with a good person and vice versa, right? And I often will tell them, no, well, you can have a conviction and you can match it with an ex-boyfriend or someone that you don't like, because something about them will remind you of something of humanity that you don't want to forget.
Yeah.
And that, so I think sometimes people think that system is designed to keep a vampire good or something.
No, it's not. No.
So that's good from my experience.
Yeah, the system is definitely designed to keep you within, like, outside of the grasp of the beast if you act like you were to act as a human, but you might have been a really bad human. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. So that's still humanity for you. It's, you might have been a person who stole, who abused people, who was like just a really horrible human being. And for example, you may have a conviction that says, I don't know, I failed to come up with convictions.
Well, I could give you an example from my story. So one of the characters had a conviction that was, I treat all of my friends like kings.
Okay.
And their touchstone that corresponded to that was actually a rival club owner.
Okay.
Who they used to be friends, and they there was a betrayal involved in that background. So the way that the character remembers to treat my friends like kings is by remembering the betrayal from his mortal former friend.
Oh, I see. Good. Yeah, that's really cool. But the convictions can also be bad. Like your convictions can be directly like, not morally great. Like, for example, always, squash the smaller one or something, like always assert dominance and things like this. And then
absolutely, because
you were, for example, a very abusive boss when you were, in yourself, and then you were embraced by a Ventru, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
and
I mean, hey,
yeah.
Orla Sombra.
Orla Sombra, exactly. So then you also may, for example, have some really bad person that's influence you in that way as your touchstone.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like the idea, and I feel like touchstones in general is something that a lot of people struggle with coming up with when they make their character sheet, because it's not the first thing that comes to mind often with character concepts. So any help for that is always really cool. And going on to LA by night, New York by night, Seattle by night, starting with our favorite priest.
Yeah, Theo's Doodles. So we shared their drawing of this before, but they remade it.
Oh.
And I don't and I don't know what a vector portrait means, but they remade it and it's all colorful now and stuff, and I think it's really cool. So I wanted to put it back up here. I probably should have put both slides up, but I'm not smart like I think I am.
Vectors are absolutely magical and so hard to do. So huge, like for me at least, I suck at vectors. But vectors are basically images which are like outside. Let's say you have this image like this really cool Khalida on the right? So if you were to enlarge this Khalida endlessly, let's say you want to have this like 5 meters by 5 meters, you will see pixelation and the quality wouldn't be very good, right? Because it's a raster image. And if you would enlarge this one, you can enlarge it infinitely because it's math, basically. So it's
that's so cool.
You can make it huge, you can make it smaller, you can make it huge again, and it will always retain the quality because it's all math, and it's just like there's math underneath it, and you just place it as shapes. So it's much harder. For example, you won't see things like you see on the raster drawings, like subtle opacity changes or stuff like that. It's often very much like graphic, and it's just gorgeous. It's really
that's
cool.
amazing.
So,
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's a for me it was always good. I had to do it in art college, and we had vector as one of the classes, and I was really bad at it. I think it was one of the things I couldn't do very well. So huge kudos if you can do this in vectors. Like wow, that's so cool. And yeah, you can enlarge it endlessly and make it a super cool poster on a building if you want to.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, okay, a picture of Adrian Claremont on a building. Let's get that going.
I would like it on some building in some part of the city. Like I think it would look really cool as a graffiti.
Absolutely.
So nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good job, Theo's Doodles, and huge kudos for using vectors. And now we go for Silks, Lady of Silks.
And this is a commissioned piece of Khalida from New York by Night. I also love Khalida, so it was a treat to get to draw the gorgeous Neurological. And Neurological, or Nora, is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, absolutely, she is. Every time I see Nora, I'm like, this person can't be real.
I know.
It's like it's unearthly. It's so good.
Yeah.
And also, this is a beautiful picture. I love the lights in the back and the little drop of red dropping from that cup.
Yeah, clearly just dipped into the cup and drank.
Yeah,
I think that might have been a thing that happened in the show at some point when they go back to her sire's hotel, but I could be remembering that wrong.
Sorry. And of course, New York by Night is coming back soon. Jason's working hard to bring it for you folks, and I hope that
I am
what?
So ready.
I am so ready too, and I just hope for some behind the scenes, like I want to see behind the scenes soon. So follow Jason on social media to check out more of that, because I will be pestering him to post stuff. All right, that was a beautiful board of beautiful things.
You're a beautiful board, Outstar.
No, it's great. It's amazing. Thank you so much for all of your amazing work, Hadi, bringing these together, and I hope to see you here next week.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah, all right. See you later. Goodbye.
Bye.
And that will be all for World of Darkness news for this week. I will be jumping in to the cozy Twitch room for those of you who are watching us on stream. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next week. Check out the links below the video for all of the things we were talking about. Bye.